Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 5. This time it's going to be a 3-round championship in British circuit, starting off with Snetterton, then to Donington, and then to conclude with one of my favourite tracks of all time, Cadwell Park. So I'm pretty pumped for this video today. It's not every time I get a really opportunity to go into Cadwell, so I'm looking forward to that immensely. And to add a bit of wet weather in there as well, it makes things interesting, so I'm keen to see how we get on with the Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R 636 RM from 2020, and dare I say it, to the right hand side of the screen was Charles Nolan as Lord Almighty. Noah Adams and Charlize Roux just punting the cones there on the right hand side. That's never Charles Nolan. Oh my god, it's Charles Nolan! Charles Nolan, Fast Charlie as he's known by, of course, is now up into 4th place. Not close enough to beat us. And apologies, I was getting quite loud there, so if that's loud in your ear, I do apologise. I get rather excited to be on British tracks and also to do battle with Charles Nolan. But yeah, the aim of today's video is to try and think about the championship. We don't need to win every single race, but you better believe I'm going to try. The only goal I really have for today is to make sure I win in both Donington and Cadwell Park. I love those tracks, especially Cadwell. I have such a soft spot for Cadwell Park, so I'm looking forward to tackling those. But I do believe this is the only race that's going to be wet. 3-lap dashes for the cash. It should be rather interesting. So already to end the first lap, we're going into Richie's now behind Charlize Roux. Now I don't believe Charles Nolan's going to be close enough by the end of the braking marker going into Montreal corner. And it doesn't look like he is, so good braking. I noticed we had our rear wheel up into the air ever so slightly as the cones get punted. And of course, punting them out of the way gives an opportunity for the subscribe button to pop up. So if you're enjoying the content so far, then definitely hit that subscribe button. We're about 400 subscribers away from 9,000. So I would appreciate your assistance if I get to 9,000 before the end of September. And of course, if you do enjoy the content, it's win-win for us all, because I make videos every single day, of course. But now, into the bomb hole. We're 0.7 of a second behind Noah Adams. This could be a big ask on this final lap. I've not done wet weather racing in a while on Ride 5. Doesn't feel that much different. You know, you have to be a little bit careful on the brakes, but ultimately, I can't say it's not noticeable. It's not treacherous to race in the wet conditions here in the 5th instalment of Ride, but I don't know. It still feels different somehow. And Charles Nolan's up into the podium positions. Charlize Roux, sort yourself out. You can't let so-called Fast Charlie get up into 3rd place. That's abysmal. There you go. Well done, Charlize. Listened to my advice, it seems. But went into Richie's there. We actually lost a lot of time, so 0.9 of a second is the gap. I don't think we're going to win this one. My goal is definitely to close in the gap, but to bring back a second and a half a sector, well, 2 sectors, I just don't think it's going to happen. Certainly going to try, but I don't think I am capable of that. But honestly, starting from where we did and then moving across to 2nd place, it's a good start. And with tracks like Donington and Cadwell coming up, I'm not a shoo-in for a victory against the 120% difficulty AI, but I do feel rather confident in my own abilities that we can beat these guys. Now, I have got a video coming up very soon, which I had a thrilling battle in Donington Park, which was extremely difficult, which is definitely coming out soon, so make sure you subscribe just for that video alone anyway. But it is what it is for this one. We go into Murray's 1.2 seconds behind Noah Adams and Charles Nolan. Gotta give credit where credit is due. He finishes in 3rd place, so fair play to the American, but certainly no love lost against the artificial intelligence. So let's move swiftly onwards then. This is Donington Park, still using the Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R 636. So we go from 10th place on the grid, 50% of the on the grid. And there is Charles Nolan. Fair play to Fast Charlie. He just keep popping up, doesn't he? He's always there somewhere, as he just yields the position to us going into Redgate. So into turn 1, Arbel Meyer there on the left as whoa! Bit of contact left hand side, open the door for us, and now Alex Massetti is in the lead. I do believe we have a head-to-head coming up soon with the Italian as we scythe our way through into the old hairpin. Not quite through. Massetti certainly fought back, but into the left-hand side. I do feel strong here going up into McLean's, and if we can go around the outside, that's... No, not able to do it, but that would have been a bit of a momentum blow for Massetti if we got that moved on there. So let's try Coppis instead. Oh, God! Tried to commit, and yeah, he pulled across. I guess that's my fault for being too late on the brakes, but wow. Good acceleration from the young Italian. So now into the Donington National. So we're going into to the right-hand side there. Wow, fair play. Alex Massetti with the late-braking manoeuvre. Outbrake me this time around on the ZX6R. Fair play, fair play. Got to give credit where credit is due, as I mentioned earlier on. So into the... Oh, goodness me. I'm just trying to brake later than the AI, but where they brake puts me in a difficult situation. Arbel Meyer is now up to third. And who was the other guy? Noah something. He was leading. He won the race in the first Grand Prix in Snetterton, so I don't see him right now. So I think we're going to be earning some big championship points, but with this being a sprint race of just 3 laps, we're not really thinking of the championship. We're just trying to think of getting this victory done and dusted. So this time into McLean's I'm a bit aggressive and I'm a bit brave sometimes, but I'm not that brave. You'd have to have sheer temerity and audacity to go for the lunge there from that far back, and I don't think I'm prepared to do that here and now. But going into Coppice, or coming out of Coppice, let's say, we're going to go now onto the charge. Do we demonstrate our last of the late braking style? You better believe I'm going to try, but into the right-hander. Very well done. Fair play to the AI. I'm not making it easy for myself here. I do know I can get past them with ease, but I want to make it a little bit more interesting than that. So let's go on to the brakes. Oh, quite firm on the brakes this time around. So Alex Massetti, I keep wanting to call him Axel, from like Axel Bassani. Let's see if he can keep up with us. 0.3 of a second is the separation between the pair of us. And then another rival in third place. Wow, we almost went off the circuit there. Hard on the brakes. 67,000th of a second up compared to our previous best lap time of 1:08.034. 0.3 of a second already in the hand. And then into the brakes we go for the right-hander for McLean's. Not able to go for a wonderful overtake there, but you better believe I'm going to try some daring overtakes in Cadwell, so definitely stick around for that in just a moment's time. So up by half a second. Yeah, I don't... He might try and outbrake me into Roberts, but I don't think he can. The foggy S's is to the left, and I guess the foggy right is to Roberts. So let's see what he can do. But onto the brakes. No, he's not close enough. We've done it. This is going to be our first victory in the British Championship, and I don't know if I've said this already, but big thank you to Sergio23 for the brand new DrAce helmet. I do very much like that one quite a lot. So thank you to the Belgian ace. And Charles Nolan finished in 7th. I can't help myself. Every time I just see that name, I just have to mention something. Either his downfall or his upheaval. I'm mentioning something to do with Charles Nolan. So let's skip ahead and let's see where we are in the championship standings. 7 points clear from Noah Adams. Down to the final race here in Cadwell Park in a moment. So here we are then, boys and girls. One of my favourite Grand Prix circuits of all time. I love this track very much. So let's see what we can do in the MSV-owned circuit. Starting from 10th, that's a good launch off the line. Certainly went past Itzo Nakano, and I think we went past Charles Nolan, who had a bad start, going around the outside and said, oh, that's not going to work. Bit of contact there as we went into turn 2. And now it's to Charlie's 1 and then into Charlie's 2. Not close enough, so not quite the start I would have wanted. If we didn't have that contact, then possibly we would have been in a better situation. But down to 6 to start this race off, it's not the worst thing that could have happened, and as I mentioned earlier, I'm pretty confident in this circuit. I do love it very much, so I think we can get a good job done here into the Chris curve. Now, in Ride 4, it was possible to make the lunge into the gooseneck, but I don't think it is possible in this game. They do have really tight line into the gooseneck, and I just don't think it's possible. Coming out of the gooseneck and then into Mansfield, that works. I think we even did that same move with Ryan Vickers a few weeks ago in a previous video. Okay, so we're not doing the full motorcycle circuit version there, but around the outside and the brakes of Arbel Meyer, gotta be brave to go into the mountain section like that, and a quick movement up on the inside, over the mountain, and we're right on the case of Noah Adams. So really, at this stage, we've won the championship. There's nothing that Noah Adams can do, but if I get a move into the hairpin on Noah Adams, that's going to demoralise his championship challenge. Yes! Oh, the rehearsal. I love that. If we can rehearse that many times, in case it comes down to that movement, because of course that is the last possible overtaking spot, that's a great place to go for it. I'm glad I've already tried it out, and it works very, very well with the ZX6R 636. So, on to the right-hand side. We're closing in quite rapidly now on Charlie's Roux. There he is to the just ahead of us. He's going tight to the apex of Charlie's 2. And now we'll try and get into the slipstream. I just noticed how similar Charlie's and Charlie's sounds when you put them together. But hard on the brakes we go into the park corner. Oh, that was a bit cheeky. I was hoping it would give me space, but you know as well as I do that AI in this game don't really give you space. And there goes my old Italian rival, Alex Massetti. We showed him up really in the Italian Championship recently, but now it's down to this 0.7 of a second. Ooh, that's a big gap. I'm gonna have to be really strong going over the mountain and then into the Hall bends. I usually feel pretty good there, so we'll see what happens. But into the left hand side of a 9. This is then the right hander for the mountain section. Careful upon the acceleration. Bit of a wheelie, but it's not a problem. Quick into the right hand side. Don't upshift or downshift here. Stay in second gear all the way through. It just works out so much better, but hard on the brakes. Oh, if I'm close enough for a lunge there, I swear to goodness, I'm going to go for that. It'll be an absolute pickpocket if I can get it done. But I got to be honest, he's riding well. He is racing really well here. This is going to be difficult. We're up. We definitely got the fast lap of the Grand Prix. There's no doubt about that. 1:26.134. 0.7 ahead of us. We had a bit of a wobble there, a bit of a head shake on the Ninja. But now into Charlie's for turn 3. Whoa, this is going to be tight. 4.5 of a second, 5/10. Let me know in the comments section down below if you think I'm going to win this. We're going to have to go for it with conviction if we are. Oh, it's closing in. This could be something exciting. Oh, I lost the front. Oh my goodness, how did I keep that up? The front, it was bobbling and weaving there. Lord almighty. Deary me, that was close. I thought I'd gone. I actually thought we'd lost it then. But anyway, we are exceptionally quick into the mountain section and then into the Hall bends. Oh, this is actually getting really tense now. I don't need to win this, but I don't want to lose in Cadwell. I don't want to finish up as the runner-up here. Into the right-hand side for the mountain. We're not close enough. It's going to be an absolute... It's going to be that hairpin. It's got to be. It's going to be that absolute lunge into the hairpin if we can time it right. Into the Hall bends. We've lined it up effectively. Yes! Oh, look at that! Oh, yes! Oh, we've done him. We've absolutely done him. Effective. Completely. And we've done it. Wow, the rehearsal paid off from earlier. Oh, what a corner. What an overtake. What a victory. Oh, that was awesome. I'm chuffed. Oh, man, that was great. Guys, comment hairpin down below. I'll know if you watched that part or not. Thanks for watching, guys. We won the championship. We won the race. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.